Hey y'all, I am about to dye my hair. Y'all already know.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, so I'm focusing on my roots today using the Clairol textures and tones. Now I have my mixing bowl, a plastic bag, my hair colors, a wet washcloth, then a dry hand towel.
Now, before I get started, I know I look a hot mess, but before I get started, I'm gonna just let y'all know I've never used this one before. What I normally use is Flaming Desire, but they don't make Flaming Desire anymore. I usually use Flaming Desire and Cognac mixed, but they don't make Flaming Desire anymore. This is what they had in place of Flaming Desire. Boo, you cannot be up here. I'm sorry. And it says improved formula, and it has Flaming Desire up here. So to me, it's like maybe this is the same color, just with the improved formula version. This is the argan and olive oil, and this one is jojoba and 5-botanical extracts oil. Because usually, as you can see, Flaming Desire looks like that up there, like the same box as this. This is what I was looking for in the store, and I couldn't find it. But they don't even sell it no more. They don't even make it no more. But it is the same. So Flaming Desire is HRO. Y'all probably can't see it on here. I'll probably put a picture. Flaming Desire is HRO, and so is this. It's also HRO. It's just called Sunset Copper, and it's the same line, and it's the same brand. The only difference is this one says improved formula with the argan and olive oil. So I am going to pray that these two will work together really well. Buka, you can't be right here, honey. You're gonna get dye on you, and it's not pet safe, so you can't be up there. Whew. Anyway, I know they look very similar, but this one is a bit more red, and this one is a bit more lighter, blonder. That makes sense. Not blonder, but it makes my hair, when I use this by itself, it makes my hair look more like a light brown. And this makes my hair look more like a red. So together, they're perfect. They're perfect together for the color that I want. And you're gonna also see it when I mix them. You're gonna see the difference. I'll try to keep this one on the side and this one on the side.
Now I'm taking my plastic bag. I'm getting one without any designs on it. It should be completely blank. I'm going to be putting it over my hair. If you have a shower cap, you could use that also. But this is just to create keep the heat circulating. So the heat that bounces off of my head, keep it in the bag, because heat makes the color produce faster, I guess, or it make it do what it do faster, okay? So I don't have to leave it in as long.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
This bottle look a little different. I'm a little nervous. Okay, there are some differences that I'm going to point out. A few differences. The bottles here are different. This says no ammonia, moisture-rich hair color. This says moisture-rich hair color. It shouldn't have ammonia in it though, because the package says no ammonia. The colors are different. This one's clear, this one's colored. It still says textures and tones. This still says 840. This one is made in Mexico. That doesn't really bother me. It's just something I noticed. So that's the difference between these two. On here, this still looks the same. Color activating cream. This says color activating cream. This one just says color activator. 60 mils, 60 mils. Everything else looks the same. Besides, like, obviously the font and the logo. And the directions on the back are still the same. These look a little different also. The color is different, which to me that doesn't really matter as long as it's the same in the inside. But it matters to me. This one says intensive moisturizing conditioner. This one says intensive moisturizing mask. And this one also says for women of color, relaxed and natural hair. This one does not say any of that. The directions are slightly different. The original says, after coloring, rinse color from hair, apply intensive moisturizing conditioner evenly to hair. For best results, leave on for 3 to 5 minutes. Rinse thoroughly with warm water. Keep any unused intensive moisturizing conditioner and apply after next shampoo. This one says, the new one says, apply a quarter size amount of the mask, leave on for 2 minutes and rinse. Use remaining mask anytime, any later wash when your hair needs it. Oh, and also the amount inside has changed. I'm hearing a lot about inflation, how products are getting smaller, but the price is going up. And I don't even remember what I paid for these, but let's just look at the size of these. The size looks about the same, and the thickness looks about the same. I think it just depends on how much they actually put in here, because in the original, there is 2 fluid ounces, which is 60 milliliters. And in the new, it is 1.86 fluid ounces, which is 55 milliliters. So it is 5 milliliters less than what normally is in this one. That's the difference I noticed. Is it a big difference? No, not really. But for somebody who has thick hair like me, you need as much as you can get. Moving on. All right, the directions seem to be the same with like slightly different wording, so I'm not gonna even worry about that. Now, something I noticed while mixing, this one mixed a lot faster, a lot quicker, easier than this one. And I can't tell you why. I mean, it could be because the color, I don't know if it's because of the color. I don't know if it's because of the new formula. I don't know. But this one definitely mixed faster than this one. That's for sure. Now, usually I would just go right on in, where before I mix the colors, I would just go right on in with the applicator and mix it with my hands. But when I mix the 2 colors, to make sure that the color is even in the color that I want, I put it in this bowl. And I'm going to tell you the mixtures I use. A lot of it is like how you make Kool-Aid. I'm not even capping to you. You know how when you make Kool-Aid and you just pour the sugar until God tell you to stop? That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? You pour the sugar, you can count. You can count while you pour the sugar, and you'd be like, all right, I think that's enough. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of eye it out. That's what I'm doing. It's not gonna be exact measurements, so don't look for that here. I'm just gonna do what I do, you know what I'm saying? My hair is already pre-separated. Anyways, you might feel this heating up in your hands while you're using it or while you're shaking. That's fine. It's just the colors mixing, whatever. I'm gonna count. Okay, I'm probably gonna count to 10. Okay, this is me editing. I'm highly impressed because I did not actually have a timer when I was doing that. Like, I was just counting in my head and I counted exactly 10 seconds. Like, you know how hard it is to really count seconds? Like, precisely. Some people count too slow, some people count too fast. Like, I was spot on. I just wasted all of that all over the place. My measurements are all screwed up now, so that's fine. All right, we're about to start the dyeing process. Now, my hair is already split up into sections, so make sure your hair is split up into sections. It just makes it easier and to make sure that you have an even coverage all the way through. So I'm just unraveling my twist and then parting again because my hair is really thick. So I'm halfway done because my camera kept wanting to cut out on me. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna separate my section smaller, start at the top, start at the root because that's where I'm really focusing on. Getting all the way up in there, flip it over. We're gonna get it at the bottom. All the way up in there. Now I'm gonna bring that down a little bit and I'm sectioning off that piece because I want to make sure in between all of that is saturated. Like, I want even coverage all the way through. So I'm gonna separate it even more and then I'm gonna go ahead and put some down the length of it so that the color can blend a bit more. We're gonna do that again. Start at the top, put some at the top, flip it over, put some at the bottom. Make sure all parts of the hair is getting covered. Make sure I get my edges too. And now I'm going to separate and smooth just to make sure all the strands get product. Put some more, blend it down. I'm not going all the way to the bottom because I really don't need to. And plus I want to make sure I have enough color.
I am now going to be dyeing my eyebrows. Yes, I'm dyeing my eyebrows. They might look a little weird right now, but I'm going to clean them up a little later with my wet washcloth. And I don't leave this part in as long as I leave the other parts in, because it is eyebrows, so they're thinner and there's not a lot of them, and I don't have that much to begin with, so I'm gonna try to keep as much as I can. You feel me? Now I'm taking my plastic bag. I'm getting one without any designs on it. It should be completely blank. I'm gonna be putting it over my hair. If you have a shower cap, you could use that also, but this is just keep the heat circulating, so the heat that bounces off of my head, keep it in the bag, because heat makes the color like produce faster, I guess, or like it make it do what it do faster, okay? So I don't have to leave it in as long. And I'm taking my gloves off. I'll probably leave this in for about 2 hours, but I've already done the back side starting for an hour, so I'm gonna do the front side for another hour. When it comes to dyeing hair, it gets super duper messy. As you can see, I dropped it earlier, so I'm going to get all of these little spots up because this bathroom is newly renovated and we can't be having, my mama gonna kill me. So we're gonna use Clorox wipes with bleach in them, okay? I might use about 2 or 3 of these, but I'm gonna just go in and wipe all of that up, off the counter, off the mirror, off the walls, off the door. I'm wiping all of that up. I'm also going to clean my bowl because I reuse it. And then I'm also going to clean my wet washcloth because it's wet. It's not going to hold any of the color.
There were some spots that were hard to get up, so I just squeezed it there, like really hard, and it's gone. It's gone too.
I am going to be crocheting while I wait for my total time to reach about 2 hours. I am crocheting for DreamCon, and you guys will see what that looks like maybe in another video. I don't know if I'll put it in this video. But yeah, I'm just gonna crochet my time away and use it wisely while I wait. Now I'm going in to check to see what my color is looking like for my hair. I'm going in all the edge sections because those are the ones I did last. So if the color's there, then that means the rest of the hair color is there also. Now I don't think my eyebrows actually came in all the way, but we finna wash this stuff out. Now the box says to work your hair into a lather with the dye in it. I believe that's to get it out easier. I don't know, but we finna do it. And I like to rinse it with coolish warm water, not too warm but also not too cold, so kind of like room temperature but more on the cool side. And I'm gonna just work all this dye up out of my hair. Now, I have no idea what I'm looking for. I don't know if y'all can see me through the glass, but hopefully I found what I was looking for. Now that I've rinsed all the color out of my hair as much as I possibly could, I'm going in with my Pantene avocado shampoo, and I'm going to just lather that all in my hair. I'm typically only do this part one time just to get all of the extra color up out of there. Make sure that the water is running clear. I'm also going to put some of that on my eyebrows to get all of the dye out of my eyebrows.
Boy, if you don't get...
Now I'm going in with the hair mask, the new one, because I want to try this one out. I want to squeeze basically almost all of it out and put it in my hair. And then once it's all in my hair, I'm going to go in with even more. I'm going to separate it and go in even more to get it all up and down. And this is when things started getting crazy and feeling weird because it started burning. Like as soon as I put it on, it started burning, and I tried my best to keep it on as long as possible, but I basically rinsed it out almost immediately because it burned so bad, and it's never done that before. Now, I know you probably have noticed, or maybe you haven't, but I have not detangled my hair in the shower with this conditioner because I already previously washed and detangled my hair the day before. So my hair is pretty detangled, and the conditioner typically does a really good job at keeping it detangled. So I don't feel the need or have the need to detangle it any further. Now I'm washing my face because I did get some dye on my face as I was coloring my hair. So I'm washing it just to make sure all of it is off and to also get the rest of that stuff off my eyebrows. And we're done. I'm just gonna squeeze the rest of the water out and be out of here.
Alright, this is my hair fresh out of the shower. The color came in great. You can still kind of see the line, but like not too pressed about it. You can see it like on camera, but like in real life you can't really see it that bad, that much. The shaved part came out great. I was a little nervous about it. I don't know if you could tell, but some of my hairs up here are still kind of black or like dark brown, because I went in after like off camera to get the rest of the dye off my face because I had some on my face and my ears, and I went to like get it off so it wouldn't stain like it did my finger. And it didn't stain, but I did accidentally like wipe some of my hairline, so like, and it had to be right in the front too where everybody can see it. But hopefully it won't be too bad because I'm gonna have my braids here anyway, so probably won't even be able to tell for real. But yeah, the color came out great. This is the color that I was going for. And the back dye pretty great also. I can't really see the back for real, but hopefully it looks just as good as the front. Notes: that conditioner, that mask, that hair mask burns. I don't know what is in that. I'm gonna have to really read the ingredients. This one burns. The new one, this is the new one, and I used the new one because I wanted to see how it was on video, like for the video. This one is the one I normally use because this is the old one that comes in the other bottles. The other packages that say jojoba and 5 botanical extracts. This one comes in this one. I like this one. I use this one all the time. I wish they sold it by itself because I would use it every time I wash my hair if I could. And I usually only use one of these. I usually don't even use the whole thing. I usually only use like half of it, but my hair has grown pretty long. Or I usually use like a third of it. Not a third, 3/4 of it. I usually use like 3/4 of it, and it's fine. But I use the whole thing because I just wanted extra moisture. And it really did make my hair soft. My hair is really soft and it's moisturized. This one though burns. I don't know why, but it burns. My eyebrows didn't really dye that well. Like this one did, but this one didn't really. But this stuff burns, like especially around my edges, like especially like right in here, and then all around my edges, it burned so bad. And then when I put it on my eyebrows, because I usually put this on my eyebrows and like everywhere, and it burned. This one burned so bad. Burned worse than like, felt like I was getting a perm burn. Like, I don't know if y'all ever had a perm before, but when I was a kid I would have perms and it burned so bad. That's how that felt. I was like, let me wash this out, because usually I would like shower and then like leave it in for me to shower and like clean my body and then rinse it out. I was like, let me get this out of my head as soon as possible because that burns and I don't know why it's burning. None of my hair fell out, so that's great. I was like, what if my hair falls out? None none of it fell out. So that's great, but I don't know what they put in this new one. I don't like it. They don't need to do that no more. I'm gonna have to call in a complaint because that burned. And you let me know down in the comments if you've ever tried it and it burned for you, but it burned. This one is my go-to. I use this one all the time and I never have a problem with it. People ask, does it change my curl pattern? I don't think so. It doesn't seem to. It does, like I have low porosity hair, so I do realize that it does kind of change the porosity for the first wash. Only this wash does it change my porosity. The other washes, my hair goes right back to low porosity. And it didn't burn all over. It just burned like where it touched my scalp. Like a lot of it touched my scalp, which was like right here in the shaved area. And I can't tell you why. Somebody, if you know why, let me know. But that's the new formula. Oh, I need to look at the ingredients on this one. It doesn't say. Okay, intense moisture mask. I just need to know what's different that made it burn. And there's a lot more ingredients in this one than it is in this one. Sodium benzoate. That's not in there. That's new. Sodium sulfite. That's new. Potassium sorbate. That's new. Citric acid. That's the same. Ascorbic acid. That's new. Methylisothiazine. That's the same. Magnesium chloride. That's new. Like, if you can see the difference of the list, this second part is where the list for the conditioner is, just this part for the one I normally use, and the new one, this whole thing. So there's a huge difference. There's so many more ingredients in this one, and I think that's what's making it burn. Glutamic acid. There's so many more acids in this one. No, glutamic acid's in this one also. I'm gonna need a sidebar. I'm gonna have to do this off camera, but just know that new mask, because they call it a mask. This one's called a conditioner, and this one's called a mask. The mask burns bad. So just FYI, if you ever want to use Sunset, any of the ones that come in this package, the new one that says improved formula, it's gonna burn. But the color I had no problem with. The color, I mean, like, it was a little tingly, but like that's normal, but it didn't burn.